The Minecraft Experience Cape was one of a kind and it's very popular, but now we have the Eyeblossom Cape, so the question is, which one of those two capes wins in terms of how rare they are and how valuable they are? Now what I will say is that this is definitely personal opinion, there is no right or wrong answer about this, but I just want to talk about it more in depth and why people may prefer one cape over the other. So out of these two options, the first cape that was available was the Minecraft Experience Cape, so let's talk about that one first. Now, what did you have to do to get your hands on this cape? Well, it wasn't just a challenge-based cape, you actually had to attend a real-life event in Dallas, Texas in order to get your hands on this in-game cape. And it wasn't just about attending the event, you actually had to get your ticket scanned at the desk in order for your, cape to get assigned to your game. Why is that such an important part about this cape? Well, first of all, it shows your loyalty. So if you're wearing this cape in the game, it shows your loyalty towards the game and the entire community as a whole. And yeah, you went out of your way to give time to that event, and therefore you earned this cape. It proves to people that you travelled all the way to the other side of the world, depending on where you are obviously, in order to, experience Minecraft in its full form in a real life format. I don't think any other cape or in-game unlockable has that sort of challenge attached to it, and so therefore that is why the demand is so high for the Minecraft Experience Cape, making it one of the rarest ones you can have in your collection. If you have the Minecraft Experience Cape, let me know down below in the comments section, I'd really be curious. And next up we have the Eyeblossom Cape, which everyone has been going crazy over, and it's certainly a beautiful cape. It's another visually appealing one, and therefore it's another one of my favourites. I can't actually decide between the two on which one is my favourite. The only one I own is the Eyeblossom Cape. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the Minecraft Experience one, but the question at this point is, now that both of them are available, which one is the most rarest one you can have in your collection? Well, I think the answer is obvious. If you think the answer to that question is the Eyeblossom Cape, you would be wrong. Now, I hate to say that because, like I said, it's the only cape I own out of the two, and it's certainly another one of my favourites, but this is where you have to think about it logically. What do I mean by that? Well, the Eyeblossom Cape had such high demand, almost as much demand as the Minecraft Experience Cape did. However, it was no way near as hard to claim the Eyeblossom Cape than it was the Minecraft Experience Cape, if that makes sense. In fact, when I say that, if you think about it logically, the Eyeblossom Cape was actually one of the easiest ones out of them both in order to claim and unlock to your account, because you had to complete 5 daily challenges. And let's be real, those 5 daily challenges were some of the most easiest challenges I've ever completed in my life. Day 1, you had to visit all 4 office departments. Day 2, you had to fire all the confetti cannons. Day 3, you had to collect 1,000 coins in one day. Day 4, you had to smash 15 bugs whilst wearing the dev hat. And day 5, you had to complete all 3 dropper levels whilst wearing the lab coat. Let's be honest, they are not difficult whatsoever. Again, many people might have different opinions about this, but before all of these challenges released to the public, I was actually contemplating on whether or not these daily challenges that we're all talking about would actually be extremely difficult, especially because the Eyeblossom Cape had so much demand behind it. You would think that the challenges would be a lot more difficult than what they were, but it turns out they wasn't, and so for that reason, the Eyeblossom Cape was so much easier to get hold of than the Minecraft Experience Cape. Now, it's up to you what aspect you want to look at this. Even if you think the Minecraft Experience Cape looks better than the Eyeblossom Cape, or the other way round, that is entirely your opinion to decide on. However, in terms of rarity, it is obvious to me that the Minecraft Experience Cape is obviously more rare and more difficult to get your hands on than the Eyeblossom Cape, even though the demand for both of them were very similar. Another thing I like about the Eyeblossom Cape, apart from it being visually appealing, is the fact that when you would unlock the cape on Bedrock, it would also be unlocked on Java, so you would own the cape on both versions, whereas with the Minecraft Experience Cape, I don't know if that's actually a thing. I could entirely be wrong about that though, correct me if I'm wrong. I guess that gives the Eyeblossom Cape a 1-up against the Minecraft Experience Cape, right? But in terms of rarity, there is absolutely no argument to be had. It is obvious that that one is way more rare than the Eyeblossom Cape. Why? Because the Minecraft Experience Cape requires you to go to a real life event that you have to pay real world money for, whereas the Eyeblossom Cape was to, complete 5 daily challenges that were extremely easy and extremely quick. If the challenges were a bit more difficult than what they were, then sure, maybe it'd be up for a bit more of a discussion, but I kind of unlocked the Eyeblossom Cape, I was excited for about 5 minutes, and then it was like, okay, what's next? Like, I've done all these challenges, I've worked towards the Eyeblossom Cape, but it wasn't really hard enough for me. I didn't feel like I was up for, a bigger challenge unlocking the Eyeblossom Cape, whereas personally, if I'm in the UK and I fly all the way to Dallas spending real money to get hands on this cape, I would feel way more, what's the word, achievable, or that cape would feel way more achievable than the Eyeblossom Cape, if that makes sense. I think you guys know what I mean when I say that, but I'm also curious to hear your thoughts down below in the comments section. Which one is better? Do you think the Minecraft Experience Cape or the Eyeblossom Cape? Now, it all depends on how we talk about it, whether it's better looking, or whether it's more rare. What do you think? It all depends on the context of the argument. And by the way, I'm not saying the daily challenges for the Eyeblossom Cape are terrible. They're actually far from terrible. It's really a cool way of doing it. I just think they were too easy to complete, but on the other end of the spectrum, I'm excited that Minecraft are going more and more above and beyond for the community and doing more challenges in order to unlock some in-game items. Not only is it an exciting way of doing things and challenging your player base, but it also brings the community together in order to work together on unlocking these in-game items, and I think that's really cool. As a company who develops games, your main goal is obviously your player retention rates and how long people play your game for, and I think this is definitely a great way of doing it, not just for that, but also, like I said, bringing the community together to work towards something meaningful to them. But yeah, I just thought I'd make this video talking about some of the main points I had in mind regarding this topic. It's a big discussion going on throughout the community, and I'd really love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a like and share it with your friends. Also, if you want to support the channel further by becoming a channel member, you can do so by clicking the link in the description, or you can scan this QR code on screen right now and it will take you straight over there. Not only will it help me on my journey of becoming a full-time YouTuber, but it will also unlock you some pretty exciting perks such as custom loyalty badges, custom emojis, and behind the scenes content, not just of the videos I make, but also behind the scenes content around my life. So if you want to see that, make sure you scan this QR code or click the link in the description and I'll be happy to see you over there. I've also got another video on screen right now, as well as a playlist that I really need you to watch, so make sure you go over there, leave a comment, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I really hope you and your family have an amazing time during this period, but I'll see you all in my next video.